Brandon, I got to tell you, aside from the Cup Series Atlanta finish, this might have been my favorite finish of the entire year across all NASCAR sanctioned series. Tyler Reif took the pole, led the first 2/3 roughly, I think, of the race, and ended up with a third place finish. So a solid night for him. But the battle for the win was between series veteran Trevor Huddleston and Kole Raz, who ended up taking the victory in a spirited battle with Huddleston in closing laps. But Brandon, I've got to ask you, I know you got to see this parts of this race and the finish especially. Was this the finish of the year so far in ARCA in your mind?
Yeah, that was pretty wild. And the guy on Flow Racing, he was saying like, can they do this for 5 more laps? Like he didn't think it was going to last because like surely not, but no, it did. It went all the way to the end. Just looked like slot cars going around Kern County Raceway. And I just had to comment to you before we started the show how pretty that place looks. I mean, I know it. I mean, I haven't seen too much of Kern, being here on the East Coast, but I doubt it looked like that 10 years ago. Like Kevin Harvick has really made that place shine. And to me, like just from seeing it off video, it looks like it's like owned by SMI. Like it looks like a really clean facility and just well revamped. It looks fantastic. Yeah, Kole Raz and Trevor Huddleston putting on a big show there, and hopefully that'll draw more butts to the seats there because that was a really good show, especially for ARCA West and East. We give them a hard time. We give them a hard time sometimes with kind of how lackluster the finishes are, or someone leads the whole thing, or just little going on. But man, that was and a respectful battle too, all the way to the end. There wasn't really much door banging until they crossed the checkered flag, and there was a little bit of contact there out of one, but the seemed like a really very respectful battle there between Kole Raz and Trevor Huddleston, and Kole getting the advantage, just being in the right place at the right time on the inside lane. That was the preferred way to get out of 4 and able to nudge the nose, but it was really anyone's race, and it was really fun to watch.
Yeah, I think what's helped is the car counts are up a little bit, and I think you're seeing that certainly in the main ARC series as well. We had a massive entry list at Daytona, and I think that's bled over even into West and even to an extent East as well. I think again, I would still be of the mindset that it might be time for big ARCA to absorb ARCA East. I think in a perfect world, I would love to see some short tracks on the East Coast utilized for that series, but as it is right now, there's so many combo races in the East that we do wonder sometimes, is it really worth having a separate championship for this? But ARCA West, of course, still has so many great tracks out on the West Coast and the western part of this country, and Kern is certainly one of them. I totally agree with you, Brandon. It is a top-notch facility, and having Kevin Harvick on board now as well, I think is only going to continue to lift that up. And we got a great finish as well. We did have a few cars that were listed as did not starts. I feel bad for the Keneally cars having some trouble in practice and not being able to take the green flag. You see them down there in 22nd and 23rd. But, in terms of what we saw up front, a thrilling battle, a great finish, a great race really all throughout. Some great side-by-side racing. And I think, again, what the series needs, it reminds me of, what we got, pretty much on a regular basis, just a few short years ago when Trevor Huddleston was driving the Sunrise Ford car, and you had 3 or 4 strong Bill McAnally cars out there every weekend, and we frequently got great short track racing with the what was then the K&N West Series, and great to see that continuing here in ARCA West and coming back a little bit with a finish like this, and hopefully it's not the last time we're going to get a great battle like this in the series here throughout the rest of 2024.